What up guys, it's Dragon Ball for Life here today and I'm back with another video. Now today's video I want to talk about how to beat somebody with super strength or characters with super strength. Now my last video I did it on, mind reading abilities, and there was some stuff I felt like I could have done better on that video, so hopefully as I go throughout this series I get better and better, because this one does take quite a bit of brain power and to think of different scenarios and different ways to beat them. So sorry if some of these videos aren't as well done as I want it to be. It's just that it does take some time to think through it, but I think this one's going to be really good. So yeah, let's talk about super strength. Now, just like mind reading, there isn't really that many different versions of it. Unlike some more complex powers where there might be different types that you can have. When it comes to super strength, it's a very basic power, so you can't really have different variations of it. Obviously, you can have different varying degrees of super strength, but that's not the same thing. When it comes to having super strength, that is just what it is. It's just the different types of weight classes that you have to it. Now, I do want to say that to have a character with super strength, they should have enhanced durability also on top of it, and vice versa. Because if you are, if you have super strength and you're trying to, punch somebody or hurt somebody, you might end up hurting yourself. So let's say this character can, punch so strong that they destroy a building. If they have the power to destroy a building, that would mean that the amount of energy that they're transferring out will be resended back into them. Meaning, if they hit with a force to destroy a building, that force will be going back to their body. And if their body is like regular human level durability, they'll be blown apart by their own strength. So they should have some level of durability to be able to tank their own amount of damage that they can dish out. And a character that perfectly showcases this is Deku from My Hero Academia, where he got the All for One quirk, and the problem with him was his body wasn't, it couldn't handle it. So every time he used a power, which was his super strength, it would damage his body. He would break his fingers, he would break his arms, break his legs, he would break his bones and stuff and damage himself, because even though he can generate high amounts of destructive power and energy, his body didn't have the level of durability to handle it, so it hurt him. So if we're going to do this, these characters are going to have some augmented durability. So it's not just going to be super strength, it's going to also be durability in there. And it's completely different than a character who has purely durability, because they will have an enhanced strength, but it will be a set level of enhanced strength. Whereas, strength, you can reach up your durability higher, but that's not the point. So we're going to have a character who has enhanced durability and enhanced strength, though depending on how much stronger they are, the danger level is going to be a lot higher, obviously. If they are decently strong, you can use most like machines and tech to handle their strength, or something else. But if they're like ridiculously overpowered with their strength, then you will need some level of superpowers to beat them. Now, luckily, against a person with super strength, you wouldn't really need that much, even if they do have an enhanced durability. It would really depend on their durability, because let's say they're stronger than you, they can, throw like cars and stuff and destroy buildings and pick up like pole lines and smack you with it. You're basically in a danger zone, so you can't really fight them in hand to hand. Even if you're a better fighter than them, they can crush you. Now, the best way to handle somebody with super strength would be to have super speed. If you're fast enough to hit them without getting hit, then you can basically accumulate a massive amount of damage on them without them being able to touch you. So you would need to have a certain level of super speed to hit your opponent without getting hit back, because if you do get hit back, you're basically done for. So it's basically you're in a situation where you have to be fast enough to not only hit your opponent multiple times, but also be fast enough to dodge your opponent's hit. Because if you get hit once, it's game over. And they will also have advantages by doing other things like slamming the ground, which would knock you off your feet, or lifting cars and throwing things at you, or swinging a pole. So even if you do have super speed, let's say they're holding a big pole and they're swinging it around in a circle, it's kind of hard to close in the distance because they have something protecting them. Because if you do run in, especially with your super speed, the additional amount of speed going in with them having something will hit you, and it will hurt you even more, sending you flying. So that can be dangerous. But super speed would definitely be good. You can speed blitz them and just hit them really fast, or hit them in weak spots, like punch them in the throat 100 times and not take them out, or kick them in the nuts or something like that. Or you can have like telekinesis, where you can lift them up with your mind and throw them around or smash them, because then you won't have to really hit them. because if they're strong enough to like break, like let's say you have a psychic barrier, because you can do that if you have telekinesis. If they're strong enough to break your psychic barrier, you can at least stand from a far distance in a long range. Because with super strength, they're mostly going to have a close range, combat prowess. They can have some long range with picking up heavy things and throwing it at you, but usually be close range. And luckily for you, if you have telekinesis, you can, let's say they throw like a giant boulder at you, you can catch it with your telekinesis and either throw it back at them or just throw it to the side. So that would also be a great superpower against super strength. But like I said, depending on the durability, most durabilities wouldn't be that ridiculously high if their main power set is just strength. You could basically kill them with weapons like pistols, machine guns, shotguns, snipers, missiles if you need it if they're that much stronger. And since they will have enhanced strength but not enhanced speed, because you would need to enhance at least their durability, you can't really enhance their speed. They still would be having regular humans levels of speed, so it wouldn't be that hard to catch them off guard. You would just need to keep your distance, because if you get in close range, especially if you're a regular human with just weapons, you'll be dead. If you have super speed, you would need to do a tactic of in and out, where you go inside, you throw some punches and go out, in and out, in and out, or just bobbing and weaving your opponent's attacks. So yeah, defeating somebody with super strength isn't that hard. Super strength is very impressive, but usually when we see characters with super strength, they do have other abilities on top of it, like enhanced durability. Sometimes they have like super speed or energy projection. They have all these other things, because having strength alone is not that great of a power. If we had a character with just regular super strength, it isn't as advantage. It isn't that big of an advantage as a lot of people think. Like the Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles, all he has is strength, and though he is very powerful, there are pretty easy ways to kill him. If you shoot him with the weapons and stuff. If you have like giant robots fight him, that's not going to really work out well, because you can just destroy them with a punch. But if you have super speed or that, you can beat them a lot more easier, especially if you get like a sneak attack. If you're very stealthy, you can get a sneak attack on them. And some people might say, well, what about the Incredible Hulk? He's just strong. But that isn't actually really the case, because Hulk has regeneration, he has high levels of durability. His durability is just as high as his strength. He's also has actually he's quite fast too. He's not as fast as some of these high level speedster characters, but he's fast enough to run faster than the speed of sound, and even fight people who are multiple times the speed of sound and even light speed. So yeah, Hulk is a different character, but if it's a character purely strength, they will have an enhanced durability, but that wouldn't be significant enough of a problem to deal with. It would just make it a little bit more difficult. But yeah, I think that's the best way to actually beat somebody with super strength. So that's it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I wonder what you guys thought about this little series, because I really want to do more of these, because there's some powers out there that are more ridiculous. I want to first start off with the more easier ones, where you can find easier ways to beat them, but I also do want to get to more ridiculous ones like reality warping or time manipulation or complete mind control and stuff like that. I want to do more videos on those ones, because those are the more ridiculous ones, and those are usually the power sets that we see from certain characters in fiction that a lot of fans love to use in arguments, saying, well, they can do this, they have this power or that power, or this ability or that ability that can beat anybody, or it's hard to beat. And I do think that there's a lot of powers and abilities out there that are very difficult to handle, but that does not mean that they're unstoppable. It's just the way to beat them. You have to either be a little more creative or be a little bit more ridiculously powerful to try to handle them. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for next time.